In the 13th century, the Mongol Empire was the largest land-based empire in history. It stretched from Eastern Europe to the Pacific Ocean and covered nearly 6% of the Earth's land surface. The reasons for its rapid expansion and military success included expert horseback riding, accurate archery, and well-organized warfare. However, one very important but less discussed factor was their diet. The Mongols lived on a completely nomadic food system based mainly on fermented mare's milk, called Kumis, also known as arag, and dried meat. This diet allowed them to travel thousands of miles without supply lines. European travelers who reached the Mongol court described this food system in great detail and with great surprise. The most famous among them were Marco Polo, 1271, 1275, and Friar William of Rubruck, 1253, 1255. Their writings show that Mongol society was a milk-based culture that was probably unique in history. In the Travels of Marco Polo writes about the Mongols' military campaigns. When they go on long journeys, each soldier carries 2 leather bags for milk and a small clay pot for meat. In extreme situations, they can travel for 10 days without lighting a fire or cooking food. They open a vein in their horse, drink some blood to remove hunger and thirst, and then close the vein again. Drinking blood was only for emergencies. Their daily and main food was kumis. Polo also explains that every soldier had several mares that continued to give milk during the journey. These horses were, in effect, moving dairy factories. Similarly, Friar William of Rubruck, a Franciscan monk who visited the court of the great Khan monk, wrote, "Their main drink is mare's milk, which they call kumis. It tastes like light wine. They pour the milk into large leather bags and beat it constantly with a wooden stick until it ferments." Rubruck also noted that Mongols drank kumis throughout the day while riding their horses. He observed that they were physically stronger and healthier than European travelers. He described Mongol men as having broad faces, medium height, but very strong bodies. Their teeth were unusually white and strong, while Europeans who depended on bread and dry rations suffered from scurvy and tooth decay. The preparation of kumis was simple but effective. Fresh mare's milk was poured into leather bags, mixed with a little kumis from the previous batch as a starter culture, and tied to the saddle. The constant movement of travel naturally shook the milk and caused fermentation. Within 1 or 2 days, it was ready to drink. The result was a lightly carbonated, slightly sour drink with about 3% alcohol. It could last for weeks without spoiling. Modern nutritional analysis shows that kumis was a very balanced food: protein, about 2 grams per 100 in fat, 1.5, 2 grams per 100 in carbohydrates, lower lactose due to fermentation, but still energy-giving calories, 50, 70 calories per 100 ins, 2, 3 liters per day provided 1,000, 2,000 calories vitamins. Fermentation increased B-complex vitamins and vitamin C, which prevented scurvy. Probiotics, lactobacillus bacteria improved digestion. Minerals, rich in calcium, potassium, and phosphorus. When combined with dried meat, boards, this became a complete diet with a good balance of protein, fat, and carbohydrates. It required no cooking, no storage facilities, and could be consumed while traveling. This food system gave the Mongol armies complete logistical freedom. European armies traveled with heavy supply trains, grain, flour, salted meat, wine, cooking tools, and fuel. They needed to stop daily, find water, set up camps, and cook food. As a result, they could travel only 25 miles per day in good conditions. Mongol soldiers traveled light. Each warrior had apat, anim horses, used in rotation for riding and milk. They could cover 100 miles per day. During the invasion of Hungary in 1241, Hungarian chroniclers wrote that Mongol armies were covering impossible distances. This advantage was not only because of horses, but because the Mongols drank their food while riding. Mongol society was completely nomadic. From the Khan to the common herder, everyone lived on milk and meat. Grain, vegetables, and bread were rare. There was no farming class or agricultural economy. This diet supported not only military campaigns but everyday life as well. Modern studies show that such a diet was suitable for people with constant physical activity. Low sugar meant better dental health, probiotics supported digestion, and vitamins protected against disease. The Mongols did not conquer the world with swords alone. They conquered it with a food strategy that made them unstoppable. Kumis and dried meat gave them freedom that no other army had, no need for agriculture, no dependence on cities, and no supply chains. Only horses, milk, and meat, and on that foundation, an empire was built that is remembered to this day.